So we met for the first time in '99,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Can you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it, pretty explicitly because it was, I had some nerves in meeting you because I thought, that I was the Yank that you thought was going to destroy your baby.
Correct,
And
that's exactly what I thought, yeah.
And I was very keen on, in some ways, trying to communicate that to you. And I thought the best way was, to somehow have someone tell you, to take a look at my previous work. And I clearly wasn't going to pander to an audience. But I remember being very impressed by you, seriously, that you...
I was terrified. I cannot believe that I could have impressed anyone on that occasion. I was terrified.
Well, you were weirdly prescient about the movie business, which shocked me.
I was really wary, that's the truth of it. But meeting you was a massive relief.
That's good to hear.
Well, you know this. You were making me laugh. I still hadn't melted completely, though.
Yeah, well, I know the moment.
And then you said to me, you know who my favourite character is.
Yeah, and that just was spontaneous. And I realized I don't think I'd ever acknowledged it even to myself. I remember very specifically leaning over to you and saying, I think I need to tell you that Harry's not my favorite character.
Which was fine.
And I didn't know what you thought. I later learned that you thought that I was going to say...
I thought you said, you know who my favourite character is? And I thought, oh, you're just going to say Ron.
Yeah.
And I love Ron. But Ron's
I love
easy
them all.
to love.
He's so easy to love.
Everyone loves. Who couldn't love Ron? And I thought, okay, you love Ron.
And then
okay, and then you said...
Hermione. And it was true because Hermione was the character that... And it stayed throughout because I think she had such this huge intelligence, but it was really a kind of exasperating, frustrating character in a way, though. It was like the girl that bothered you in school,
yeah,
but you couldn't stop thinking about her. So
not always the easiest to like.
No, but I liked that about her. That's what I liked about her.
Yeah, I know, but that you can see how that allayed a lot of fears because she wasn't the most obvious character, perhaps, for a person to like, or say was their favourite character, and also for a man to like her best was arguably unusual.